You good over there? Chill.
Thank you, man.
Bring everybody in, Kojak, if you will, for we're live now.
Coach, why you back there? Can you give me a water with sugar on top?
Water,
Mm-hmm.
cold.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Hey, what's up, TikTok folks? We're about to
It's
do this.
Wednesday.
Yep, Wednesday special show, special
Don't
edition.
say he worried. I like that.
We're
Prove
back.
a point.
We're back in here.
He worried. I'm gonna prove your point.
We got the good Reverend Doctor.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. My fault. Y'all, we're gonna be a little bit late because I want us to pray today. I see my phone.
You want me to say the prayer?
We got a Reverend in the house.
What that supposed to mean? I can't say the prayer.
Wow. Wow.
I can't say the prayer.
The hate be real though.
There ain't no hate against him. What?
Mm-hmm. Hate, patient.
You think my prayer gonna hit the roof?
You know, I'm we ain't gonna say anything about what happens when you pray and
Things shift.
wow. I heard that.
What you think this is?
You Kojak on never mind. We're gonna save it for the show. Yeah, you tell Benson them come in. Benson,
all the way.
Okay. Anybody check for sound by chance? It's a good time to check for sound on Facebook. Just make sure we got it. Turn your volume up.
Are we
real
not
quick.
muted?
Rev.
I hope it's muted.
Okay, it's there. Okay, good. You can mute it. Yeah. Okay. Phones on vibrate. Hey, before we get started, hey, first of all, before we even get the live stuff started, let's go on and pray real quick. You know, because I want to make sure that we cover my assistant by name, Nichelle Smith. I want and cover the show and everybody that's here and everybody that's getting ready for these holidays. So Rev, come on, Rev, give us one.
Come on now.
All right. Dear God, thank you tonight for letting us be here on the Antonio Parkinson Project. Thank you for all that are involved. We ask you to bless our engineer, Nichelle Smith, and bless all the young ladies here in Kojak and Vincent McCaskill and everybody else. Bless our families. Bless the less fortunate these holidays.
Yes.
And Lord, we thank you for this informative podcast. We pray that you will take it where we didn't thought it would go, that we didn't think it would go. And we ask you to bless it now. In Jesus' name.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
Lord,
Amen.
Lord, and we ask that you forgive Angelica in advance, Lord.
Or let this be the best show. Because my daddy gonna be mad if it ain't good. He gonna put me in time out. Right. It's okay. Don't worry, Reverend. I got something for him. Don't worry. I got
I'm just glad they ain't on me today.
I'm be on you as you do.
All right, y'all. We're good.
know
We're
it's
good.
cold
Give
in
me
here.
that count. I'm ready to rip now. I need a shot too.
You ain't about to do nothing. I hope you got that on there. He just prayed.
We
He
got
need
new
a shot.
stuff.
Thank you. I'm glad you got
That's
that.
him, y'all,
This-
not me.
This the new cup, Kojak?
Yes.
Give him both. Yes. Y'all
What Jack Daniels
doing
you
what y'all
talking
need to do.
That's Mountain Dew, Vince McCaskill. That's Mountain Dew.
That's what I was
Okay,
talking
man.
about.
We
That's what I was
love
talking
Uncle
about.
Nearest here. That's what Uncle Nearest. Let me put Angelica, here's your bottle back.
That's not mine. Y'all tell the devil try to set you up.
Man.
No, you're not. You're not mine. Whatever.
That's Kojak.
Ooh, I
not
like
me.
that. I
Not
like
me.
that. Angelica, did you
They
taste it?
no. I
like
did not.
It's a rock.
I'm exaggerating.
French brandy. I ain't giving them no plug
Put
though.
that out, Red.
Yeah.
Okay, whenever you come in, whenever you're ready, babe. Welcome to the Antonio Parkinson Project. Today is Thanksgiving show. Let me do that again. Come in down again. One more time. One more again. Welcome to the Antonio Parkinson Project. It's the Thanksgiving show. It's a very special show today. And today we're talking about all things Fresh Starts Community Baby Shower that's taking place this Saturday, right? Yeah, give it up for that. Come on, we're going to do this early, right? Right? Also, we're going to talk about outrageous gender reveals and over-the-top baby showers. And we're also going to talk about 5 things that should be a priority when you're having a baby. Plus, we got 4 special guests in the building. It's going to be an exciting show. Y'all already heard from the good Reverend Doctor who prayed for us, right? But we got more to come. And so stick around, hit that subscribe button. We'll be right back. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. Welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson. You're watching the fastest growing visual podcast in the Memphis market.
Yes.
Leave it up for that shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord,
Rev.
we just prayed and
I
cussing
know,
and
right?
shot.
I
Lord, I
know,
don't know
right?
where I'm at, Jesus.
Oh, Lord.
I'm amongst heathens tonight.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
Yes,
right.
I
I
don't
cursed
know.
in front of the Reverend.
Ooh.
Right.
Don't
You know,
do
look, blame it on the Marine Corps. Y'all give it up for my lovely co-host, Angelica Jelly Woods, in the building.
Hey, y'all. It's
Yeah,
Wednesday,
yeah,
Lord.
yeah.
We here.
Yeah, Angelica, how's that Ciroc brandy? Did you like it?
My water, we need sponsors. We have
yeah.
generic water in here. Let me
Okay,
do
look
this.
at Polly Pure Heart. That she
Dasani,
redirect.
somebody,
Right.
Fiji water. We need a sponsor. I'm
Right.
drinking water. Thank you.
Yeah, her water was brown though. Give it up for my DJ. That's my DJ, DJ Kojak in the building.
Yo,
DJ
DJ.
Kojak.
Yo,
We in here. We up in here.
Yes,
DJ Kojak,
yes.
thank you for being on time today, man. I truly
you
appreciate it.
y'all,
Yeah.
you know
I do
what?
what I do, you know. I do
Right.
what I
Yeah, I'm so happy
Right.
we're talking about the baby shower today because I juggle a lot, and I swear I was here 6 minutes late, and they would not let up. But it's okay. I'm gonna let y'all have them.
More like 36 minutes, but that's okay.
No,
Kojak, what's up,
I
man?
got
What
receipt.
happened? You
I got
ate a
receipt.
bug or something over there? What you doing, man?
do. That's actually.
That's what
they're
it
not
is?
a sponsor. We're
They're
not
not.
gonna
He
talk
gave
about
him a
it.
shameless plug, didn't he? He sure did. And I feel another plug that's gonna come up at some point, Angelica.
Definitely is.
Yeah, Hip Hop Lounge.
I know
gotta
you
get
see the hat,
out
and
there.
look at the hat. He hat ready.
Right. How come we ain't eating Hip Hop Lounge wings though?
Right.
That's my
Where
question.
the vegan nuggets at?
Right.
Don't they got vegan
I'm telling you.
nuggets?
Well, today
Yeah.
I'm on my commercial real estate thing right now.
Oh,
So that's
okay.
why I'm dressed like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's, oh, okay.
He did confirm.
And
you missed
then
it.
he wearing the hat too, right?
You missed. He did
Look, let me
confirm. He
lower
said
that
he can
shot.
go harder. He said he can go
Break,
harder on
break,
the real
break.
estate.
Get in there.
I see that. Yeah,
He
let me
said
go.
you
Let me
go
lower that
harder.
shot so that brand, so that
I mean-
bees are not in there.
Send him a
I mean, but
bill.
you
I
know,
thought that stood for Better Business Bureau. That's not.
No.
Okay.
That's not what it is.
Okay. Triple B. Man, hey, Kojak, scratch it up 4 times for our guest, man.
Bam, 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 and one time for the dwelling place.
All right. Wait a
Okay.
minute. Let me ask a question now. Let me ask a question. Reverend, did you hear that scratch?
I didn't hear it.
Oh,
You saved, Reverend. I like it. Everybody. You saved.
Reverend.
It had a
You
delay.
saved,
It had a
Reverend.
delay.
Thank you. You the first Reverend on the show who ain't told that lie. I'm proud of
Reverend,
you.
it's gonna be.
It was a delay.
I'm
Yeah,
messing.
because people gonna question him when they hear the scratch on the show and he didn't hear it, right? It's a full scratch,
Okay,
Kojak.
give him another chance. Give him another
I gave
chance.
him for the dwelling place.
Yeah, he did put the backspin in
Not
for
put
the
the
dwelling
drink in there with the
place.
drum, but
You said
Yeah.
a dwelling place. I heard.
Yeah, man, y'all give it up for the good Reverend Dr. Leon Jones in the building. Yes, sir. Yeah, and first let me say this before we jump into this topic. But Pastor Jones, I want to publicly acknowledge your intentional work in the community, man. And Light at Night, he brought midnight basketball back to the Memphis area, right?
Come on
Saving
now.
lives. Right,
awesome.
they got food over there. They locked in with the diaper bank. There's all kind of stuff
Yeah.
going on.
That's so
Rev, tell
good.
and step up to the mic and tell the people a little bit about what's happening at the Dwelling Place Christian Church right here in the capital
Come
of
on
Memphis,
now. Where's
in
that?
Raleigh, Tennessee.
Raleigh.
That's right.
3034, Old Austin P Highway.
Yes, sir.
We have Sunday worship, 10:45, Wednesday night Bible study at 7 o'clock.
Say the doors of the church are open, right?
Though they show no.
we got Bible study tonight.
Yes, in
Oh,
3
look
minutes.
at you. Oh,
Uh-huh.
look at you.
Yes, I've been dealing on relational issues.
Mm.
So tonight,
Ooh.
I'm teaching on how to deal with difficult people.
Oh,
I
like
should
baby,
go. I should go.
baby mamas and baby daddies.
No, dealing with Parkinson.
They in there too.
They in there too.
Dealing with Parkinson, I need to come to Bible study tonight. I shouldn't be in
what-
here.
Man,
I
look,
should be in the house
hey,
of the
man,
Lord.
they doing a lot of good construction work over there. So don't enter yet because they need the strength
Oh.
of those pillars to be able to stand when you come into that building. And
Really petty. That's okay.
Yeah.
I got him, Rev.
Yeah,
Don't
but
worry
Rev,
about it.
you're making intentional strides, right, to save these young boys, especially, right? Tell the people about what you're doing and the partnership with C Weezy, Charlie Caswell, and all of the partners that you're bringing into to make this thing a reality, and it is a reality. And talk about what you see when those young men and women come to Light at Night on Fridays.
Yes, sir. Well, Light at Night, LITE, is leading individuals to evolve. And so, it's a midnight basketball program with wraparound services. We've been providing mental health services. I've gotten young men at Blue Oval making $1,700, $1,800 a week.
love
We have them at Nike. We got them all over. We've experienced over 300
Wow.
with Heidi Kuhn and my partnership with the commissioner, Charlie Caswell. He helps me all the time. We feed 4,000 people a month with our food bank.
4,000, man.
Yeah, we get about thousands of diapers every first Saturday, 9 to 11. But with these young men, I guess during the pandemic and before that, I probably did like 40 funerals of young men.
40?
Yes, mothers call me all the time, like I'm the funeral guy. But you know, my heart, sometimes they shot up 30 and 40 times. The Lord just led me to do something. And when I studied, I knew the highest crime rate was on Friday nights for some reason. Maybe everybody get paid.
Right, or not.
Yeah, or not.
Right.
Or not. Yeah, and so God led me to start Light at Night. And so on Friday nights, man, most time it's 100 guys. I don't have to advertise nothing. They know I'm there, and they come in there, and we talk to them, we counsel them, we get them mentorship, we feed them for free. They shoot basketball to midnight, and then we have paperwork they fill out, whatever they need, house. And I got partnerships with Driving the Dream, United Way. I've been getting them housed. I got partnership with Sin Relief. That's the largest compassion ministry in the world that partners with me. We're now instituting a program with Dr. Althea Stewart and UT Health Sciences called Play. And that's going to be for 8 to 19. And that's preventing long-term anger and aggression in youth. And so we do know that they are building jails according to how many young men can't read in the 3rd grade.
That's right.
And so we're trying to change that. And so we're doing the children with Play, and then we're doing the grown men. Nobody really concerned about the guys 20 to 40. There's really no grants for them. It's none of that. That's why I holler at my state representative.
Come on.
Because see, without the man, we ain't gonna have no plane.
Man, come on now.
So we gotta save the man.
Yeah.
And so nobody really concerned about that age group. You know, maybe they not in the grant age. But thankful to my partnerships around the city, Councilwoman Logan and Commissioner Caswell, Touche, I'm able to get those resources to help these young men, and that's what I'm trying to do. I will help them.
Well, how can people support outside of that? They want to donate, those type of things. Is on your website they can support, or they want to volunteer? And do you have to be a man to come to Friday night?
No.
Okay.
No, actually, I'm getting ready to add a component for the females with pickleball.
Okay.
And so, I'm trying to add that. I'm getting ready to add that. But, you know, in a donation, I'm not really, sweating no money.
Okay, I heard that. Turn up,
but I mean, a lot of the young men, like I wore one of my young men that's famous. He gave me some brand new Jordans. I ain't gonna mention his name, but a young man came in there with house shoes on because he ain't had no shoes, and I gave him my Jordan. Guys need tennis shoes and they need resources. I mean, some of these guys are homeless, but I'm gonna tell you a good thing too, Shay, that happened. It was a young man came in there the other night, about I guess 5-6 weeks ago. He was tatted up, kind of tall, dreads, and he was thug. He come in there and he was like, "Man, look, I need to see the preacher." I'm like, "Hold up, bro, what's up?" And he said, "Man, you know what? Man, I ain't got no dad. I'm tired of this hood. I need to find the Lord." And I baptized him the last 2 months. I've probably taken in over 40 from Light at Night.
Oh, man, man, y'all give it up for that. Man, give it up for that. That's good stuff, man.
Let me ask this: where did the passion start? When did it start with you?
Going back into them North Memphis roots, man.
Yeah, sometimes we have something.
I'm from Smoking City.
Come on now, North.
Come on, North.
No,
right? You see
Smoking
it.
City in Clementine.
Yeah.
I know what it's like. I never lived with a man, so I know what it's like to struggle in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And so one thing I'm grateful for is that I'm connected to people like Touche. Touche, but Touche is a smart individual. You know
Did he
what I'm
pay you
saying?
to say that?
Oh no, man.
Okay, I was
You know
making
what I'm
sure you
saying?
got
But
it.
see, in the hood, the hood don't have any resources really, because the black people that have the 501s, the non-profits, and the churches, they haven't been trained on how to do this paperwork.
It's like
Them white folks use that to
They
their
use
hilt
it,
to
yeah.
filter them out, and
Yeah.
then come and try to walk in his church
Take
pictures and say, "Hey, this is what we've done." When they've been doing all the work the whole time.
Oh, wow.
28
Wow.
years I've
Wow.
been doing it.
Wow.
And they'll get our data and get millions of dollars. But You got guys who coming on in a minute like Vincent McCaskill.
Oh man,
you got Charlie
man.
Cash.
Yes, sir.
And Touche, like I said, Kojak, all these guys, we know the system. Our people shouldn't have to leave the hood to get some help.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's what frustrating me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That folks got to try to get on the bus to go to Germantown to get some help. You got all these churches and resources in the hood.
Right.
So the hood should be able to help the hood. And so that's what really fires me to do this. And I've been paying for it myself. You know what I mean? God provides. But I'm grateful for the help that has come lately.
Yeah.
Especially through this man. I've been talking to him about a whole bunch of resources he sent to Memphis, and I need to see some of it come to Rock.
Yeah, man, I know that's right. I know
Rock
that.
on fire.
Oh yeah, it sure is. It sure is, and I can't wait. And look,
Capital.
I got an update. We won't talk about it on the show, but I do have an update. Right? Yeah. Nah, they got to come before you. They have been instructed to come before you and tell you where this money is.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That happened. You know, I was on that.
Yeah, you was on
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. But yeah, man. But look, so I know you got to go, but I do think it's vitally important, man, that you know, one, first of all, thank you for housing the Fresh Starts Community Baby Shower. We are excited about having a baby shower there, man. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a time. We're going to have a time that day.
A lot of people in there.
And, you know, but you know what I want to say about you and to you before you leave, man, is, you know, real recognize real, right? And you know, it don't get no realer than, you know, Pastor Leon Jones, man. You know, and it ain't a whole lot of people that we can say that about. You know, and people that understand, seriously, that understand the plight of our young men and what they're dealing with, what's the mindset, what's happening inside, you know, and sometimes you have to live in those shoes and be in survival mode to understand what people are thinking when they are in survival mode. You agree with that?
Man, I agree with it. You know, I had a guy ask me, a higher up person, and he was like, Pastor, why would you come out here, man, all these weekends, all this stuff, all Friday night? I got two churches. I got a church in Mason also. I preach both of them on Sunday. Bible study there Tuesday. Bible study here Wednesday. But Friday night, I'm going to be at Light at Night. I go on 40 cruises. But on Friday night, I'm going to be back at Light at Night. Because these young men, man, they don't really want to be as crazy as they are. They need some help.
Right. It's survival mode, man. Your brain fires differently when you're in survival mode. I tell people that all the
Man,
time.
they need some help, you know. And like a guy asked me, he said, well, why you out here? I said, man, I get so tired of folks driving down Austin P, seeing this mega church, thinking that I'm all there in a bag of chips. Man, I'm from the hood.
Come on.
And God spared me.
Amen. Right.
And so I can't forget the ones that's still there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
And
indeed.
that's what it is.
Man, y'all give it up for Pastor Leon Jones in the building. Man, yeah.
I'm gonna be there
Dwelling
Saturday,
place.
yeah.
Man, I can't wait to get there Saturday, man. And look,
Man, it's gonna
be crazy, man. And look, thank you so much for everything that you do, man. And I mean it, and I truly, from my heart of hearts, appreciate you, man, and love you, and think the world of you. Real talk.
Man, and I love you and respect you. You know what I'm saying? I love a brother that ain't scared to be a brother.
Man,
I heard that.
unapologetically black.
Yeah, unapologetically. You know,
sir.
and we pray for you in that state office. And like I told you, you know, I've been in North Memphis 57 years.
Yeah.
Raleigh, North Memphis, all that Fraser. So you will never lose. You know
I
what
mean,
I'm
come
saying?
on, man. All right, man. Hey, look, y'all don't go anywhere. Hit that subscribe button. We'll be right back. 30 seconds.
Peace.
You're watching Antonio Parkinson Project. Yes, sir.
Camera change.
And welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson. You're watching the fastest growing visual podcast in the Memphis market. Let's give it up for that. Yeah. So look, so we're going into the segment talking about, what are we talking about on this one? Oklahoma, the state commissioner. Y'all hang on one second. Let me set up his shot real quick to match the television. We'll redo the opening again.
That's okay.
Live.
This authentic us. You get everything. This is
6'9".
I know, right?
He's 6'9", 10".
Right.
Right.
Make sure we get him in the camera good.
All right, let's do it again. Welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson. You're watching the fastest growing visual podcast in the Memphis market. Let's give it up for my lovely co-host, Angelica Jelly Woods, in the building. Yeah. I see that shot over there, Angelica. And DJ Kojak in the building.
Yeah. We up in here.
Kojak.
He gonna tip his head down.
Kojak hit the horns for Vince McCaskill in the building. School seat in the building. Vince, did you hear them horns?
I heard something.
Okay, that's what I'm talking
He was
about.
helping with everything.
Yeah. We heard him.
helping with the
Vince.
horns.
We heard him. Right. Yeah. That's right. Vince McCaskill in the building, y'all. School season in the building. Give it up for him one more time. Yeah. Hey, listen, I gotta say this. We gotta talk about, man, what it is that you do, because for a long time I thought you was like Tommy on Martin, right? What job, Vince? What job? He ain't got no job, right? But this dude. And I want you to explain it to our viewers, but I need you to explain it in layman's terms, right? Don't come with your doctorate language, just in
Bring it
layman's
down
terms.
a notch.
What is it that School Seed does?
Well, School Seed Foundation and you
Hold on.
water. You want some water? Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. You have a hand on the Bible.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I'm telling the truth.
We gotta give you some height.
That's
We
right.
gotta Patty.
Right.
Patty.
Yeah, right.
Patty.
It was a perfect segue, actually. So, yeah.
So School Seed
Okay.
Foundation is an education foundation. Basically, we work with people who want to support schools, classrooms with private dollars. So if you got a kid in the school that needs a hamburger and it costs $5, you give us the $5, we make sure the hamburger gets purchased.
Okay.
That's basically in layman's terms, right?
Yeah.
You're like the
And so-
in-between man.
That's right.
What do you
Well,
call
yeah,
that in?
basically.
What do you
Like
call
a
that in
liaison-
doctorate
like a liaison?
form? Like
Yeah.
fiduciary
we're
agent.
fiduciary, intermediary, fiscal agent.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad
We also
you
have
did
some programs and services that we do
Okay.
that really impact the community. But most importantly, we're a 501c3.
Yeah.
And the mission is to support kids and teachers in the classroom and support the community outside of the classroom.
Yeah.
Because we
Yeah.
believe that, if you strengthen families, you strengthen your community,
Yeah.
you strengthen schools.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. That's good, man. Good stuff, man. And so he is like when I bring dollars in from the state, he is my go-to person. This is where we send the dollars to. They distribute the grants.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
And so it's so vitally important to have an organization like that. And it's really important to have an organization like that it reflects the demographics of the community also.
Absolutely.
Now,
Yeah,
how long
that-
have you been in this position, though?
15 years. I'm a founder.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're the
Yeah, man.
founder. Okay, you left that off. Founder.
Well,
Okay.
the beauty of it is, just blessed of God, we've managed over $250 million.
Ooh, come on now. Wait a minute. Hold up now.
Right.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You know,
A
you
quarter
kinda-
of a billion.
You just kinda
Billion,
walk-
not million. Bill.
Yeah.
You just walk, you walk silently and you get the work done. I
Yeah.
was told a long time ago, just get the work done. Your work will speak for yourself.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's true.
So the whole motto is, you're tested, you're proven, you're trusted.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think and I think Pastor Jones talked about this in the last segment about, there are a lot of barriers that people place that keep resources from our community.
Yeah.
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 And I just got to give a shout out to this dude right here, Antonio Parkinson, who understands what needs to happen. He knows how to build bridges and bring home the bacon, so to speak. 2 years, he's brought at least on this piece about $1 million
Whoa.
Okay, Mill.
back to this area to support youth workforce preparedness, youth sports organizations that are doing life skills and mentoring. So
Yeah.
That is
Thank you. No,
awesome.
thank you. But here's what's interesting about that. Forget about me. But what's interesting about that is in our communications, we were able to make it so that the people that needed this money, that's actually doing the work on the ground, they actually got access to the money.
Yeah.
Because what happens is this. A lot of times in many cases, in fact, the majority of cases, grant money, millions of dollars will come into our communities, and people will come in our communities, put up some billboards, and then go to the church in our communities and say, hey, have your people sign up for this. And the people that they go to in the churches are already doing that work,
right.
but they never see
the
any of that
resources.
money.
Never see the resources.
And they're actually doing that work out of pocket, right? Think about what I'm saying. So I was thinking about those coaches out there, right? Coaching Little League football and
Like Javante Holmes.
like Javante, and
Yeah, he doing
and,
these work.
right, and so they're always coming out of pocket, paying for these things, man. And you think about it, I was a Little League coach, right? You're the father in many cases. You are the transportation. You are the fees. So the kids can play,
Provide discipline and everything, anything the father.
Right.
Yeah.
And I promise you, any coach will tell you this. the mothers would say, I'm going to call your coach.
Yep, that's the case. Yeah.
And they straight, and and they would,
Straighten up.
some of those kids would straighten up.
I have a
Or-
question though.
Yeah.
Even with the pastor who just left and you talking about all these great community organizations, what happens to people that have the ideas, right? And they don't have the money because it takes money to become a 501(c)(3)B. Am I saying it right?
501(c)(3).
Okay.
You close.
501.
I'm
It's okay. I can do that. It's the Antonio
But
Parkinson
she
Project,
known
so
to
I
jack
can
up a
say
name
that.
now.
I do. I jack up,
Right,
but
right. That's why she didn't try to call Leon Jones' name. Just
I
a second
did.
ago.
You see, I said I
Right.
PR him real quick. You see the
Look,
past.
pastor that was just here a minute ago.
Pastor,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Right.
But I think of all these people who have great vision, they have great, but they don't have the tools needed to make sure. So, and then they miss on money because they don't have the resources. Who taps into that?
And we get hit. We pay when we don't have our paperwork together.
Yeah, they need help.
or when we're not fluid enough. Watch
Yeah.
this, because a lot of these grants come back and you actually get reimbursed for them.
Reimbursable.
And so if
Yep,
you're not
cash
fluid,
flow.
if you don't have enough money, cash flow,
Right.
then
To front
you're
it.
excluded.
To
right?
front the money.
Which means that
Yeah.
it only goes to the top
See,
501c3.
These are the barriers
Yeah.
that the state rep has talked about. I mean, these are the barriers. So what School Seed and my mission has been to really work with the grassroots organizations that have been doing the work. I don't want to take the credit, but we have, since we manage so much money, we're in a position where you really can't, you can't make up or create a barrier for us not to get it.
Got you.
We have all our paperwork together, but also not only just, I don't want to be the only one in the city doing this. So I have personally been working with individuals like you talked about who have vision and they need
Yeah, I know somebody.
to get some information on how to make sure they build a 501c3.
Yeah.
The most important, some of them may not have the capacity to keep it, so we kind of fill the gap and we become the fiscal agent. So
Right.
we receive the resources, they do the work, and there's expenses for the work they do. They might have to pay themselves,
Right. Yeah.
feed people, and so forth.
So like an investor?
Well,
But in
it's like-
nonprofit
it's like-
world?
it's like the financial responsible person.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you got an
gotcha.
organization, but you don't have your 501c3, so you can always hire or get a fiscal sponsor where the people can write the check to, and then
See,
they
some people don't know that. I didn't even know
Yeah,
that. I didn't know
yeah.
there was a such thing. Not
Yeah.
to ask a dumb question. I really did
Yeah.
not know this. And somebody
Yeah.
listening may not know this. I'm
Yeah,
really
yeah.
asking.
You have to have someone you trust,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of shade out there, a lot of shady folks out there
Absolutely.
trying to take advantage of our community.
Yeah.
And one of the things I told someone the other day when they said, "Well, we're just underprivileged," I said, "No, we're under-resourced.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are under-resourced, but we are brilliant people. We
Right.
are truly,
Yeah.
like, let's just keep it real. We talk about homelessness, and I'm working in that with the 18 to 24-year-olds. What it takes to survive on the streets,
You got to be smart.
you
Really.
got to be
Man,
smart.
Pretty,
I'm trying to
clever,
tell you,
everything.
Smart.
trying to tell you.
Shit.
And I'm gonna go even a step further. Some people, I'm a pastor too, so people might hit me for this, but some of our cats who are in survival mode, doing some things that are a little shady, they are brilliant.
Right.
They have a business mind,
Yeah,
but
to
they
sell,
don't
to
Come on
sell
now.
drugs, you gotta do
Opportunities.
math.
Come on,
you got
man.
customer
Yeah.
service. You
Come
gotta be
on, man.
entrepreneur.
Right.
You gotta
Absolutely.
wait.
Right.
They are
Territory.
entrepreneurs,
Right.
So what we have
Supply and
to do is we have
demand.
to
Yeah.
redirect them in areas where they can use that mind and those skill sets to do it the right way.
Yes, yeah.
But they got to
Yeah.
trust you.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
I think that's the biggest part, trust. Because I mean, I've always said,
Uh-oh.
I see what you're doing, and it's like you want it the hard way. It's
Yeah.
easier money than what you're doing. It's
Yeah.
easier than
but they
that.
don't know that.
But
They've
they
never
thinking
seen it.
like,
If you've
yeah.
never seen it, how do you know it's there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know
That
it's there? I
trust.
mean, there's some people who've never actually been out of their neighborhood or a 4-mile or 4-block radius. They've never been downtown Memphis. We take these things for granted that we can hop in our cars and go to different places.
Very true.
Some folks have never been to City Hall.
Even
Very
to go back to that, I'm originally from Iowa, and I was telling somebody this, not until like I came to Memphis, which I never seen. I never had a black boss. I've never seen people like me that could be entrepreneurs and getting it. So it's like, so even when I talk to people at home, and you think it's like, no, I just need to work on, but no, but when you're surrounded with people hustle, it's not the same. So you're not exposed to that. So you don't think it's obtainable if, I have a Parkinson next to me or I have a Nichelle next to me. So it's just different in aspect as far as like not getting out of different neighborhoods, but just seeing other black people like me do it. So I'm glad I came to Memphis
It's exposed.
for that one reason.
It's exposure, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. And back to your point, people, if they've never been exposed.
Yeah.
One of the things that I heard somebody say this the other day, and I posted it on my Facebook is culture is what carries captivity through generations. Think about that. Think about that. Let that sink in. I see smiles over there. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Culture is
Culture.
what carries captivity through
Yeah.
generations. So if you're and it's not just us as a culture of black folks, because you have a household culture.
It's different.
You have
Yeah.
a family culture, generational cultures, and it expands from there to a culture of your nation. And when I say nation, I ain't talking about the United States. I'm talking about your nation as Black people or native tribe. Absolutely. And so until people are I think they said that you go back 4 generations. The first generations, there will be questions about things that they're doing, right? And then the second generation is passed on from that first generation. By the 4th generation, nobody's even questioning, and you're just doing stuff. And we've seen that at the community baby shower, where a young lady stood up and said that her grandmother told her when they run out low on milk to put water in the bottle. Right, but it causes distension in the baby, right, and but generationally, they have been passing that on. And I always say this too. In my favorite quote in the book I read, Angelica called
I'm tired of these
E-Squared,
books. I'm tired of these books.
we are largely made up of unquestioned beliefs we downloaded from others. Think about that. Let that sink in. Let that
Don't make
marinate.
no sense.
Right, we are largely made up of unquestioned beliefs we downloaded from others. How many times think about all of the stuff going back generations to the overseer, right, that got his instructions from the plantation owner, who told our mothers or fathers, or both, how they are to rear us, what they are to feed us, what we are to eat. And nobody's ever questioned that. You wouldn't question the overseer, right?
That's where pig feet come
then
from.
your parents, your greats, your greats, your grands, and your mother and father, told you the same stuff that was delivered from somebody who didn't give 2 shits of whether you live past 20 years old out there in them fields. Chitlins. Right, neck bones. Right, yeah, chitlins.
Even our belief systems. I mean,
even our belief system. Yes, sir.
Being I love the Lord. I'll say this. I learned a lot when I traced my roots that went beyond slavery. I traced my maternal side to Cameroon, and the paternal side is kind of Portuguese and Spain. But when you have that understanding of where your roots are, then you understand while American slavery was the harshest slavery in the world, it was a blip on the timeline, and we survived it. But what people want us to do is they want us to make that our identity.
That's deep. I mean, y'all get that? That's deep.
So now you say, well, I'm a son of a slave, or whatever. Yes, that's true, but I'm also the son of entrepreneurs who were back in Cameroon,
Right.
Who survived. My people survived that whole journey to be at this place right now, and it really gives you a different perspective of how you see yourself and how you move forward. That's why I tell one of the things you say, you're from Iowa, right? So I don't know if you're a Hawkeye or not.
I am.
You're a
Go Hawk.
Well,
Yes, I am.
when her and her twin got here, ain't no more Black folks in Iowa now. It wasn't
Whatever.
the two.
Only like 2 folks in
Whatever,
Iowa,
I'll
right?
take
My
it.
cousins in Iowa.
All right, cuz. Later then.
But I'll just say this: exposure matters.
Yeah.
Exposure matters, and that's what he's talking about. You can't be what you can't see.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's clip
I didn't
worthy.
think it was possible. I'm serious.
Yep.
Until it's arm reach. Not him example. This was arm reach in the shell, not Parkinson. But go ahead.
Yeah, but I think that's incredibly true and incredibly important too. And it's incredibly important that, our people are exposed to the likes of a Vince McCaskill or a DJ Kojak or a Michelle Smith or a Summer Owens, or a Naja Hall, not Naja Matthews. I'm sorry, I was gonna make her Hall.
But he talked
Naja
about me
Matthews,
messing them
right?
names.
Right. It's this. Yep, it's this elixir.
It's all right.
It's the elixir that Angelica gave me. But
Oh,
but man, Vince, let me thank you publicly too. Because you have stepped forward 2 years in a row and been the presenting sponsor for the Fresh Starts Community Baby Shower.
Awesome.
And listen,
That's great.
I don't know if you can stick around now, but I hope you can stick around and hear Naja's story because
We talked in the green
Oh,
room.
okay,
Some of it, yeah.
yeah, man, because it to me, we do a lot of events, right? We do a community baby shower, we do block party for peace, this, that, and other, all this other stuff, right? But that Fresh Starts Community Baby Shower is to me the most enriching and endearing event that we do because I think we truly touch lives in that event. So so I want to publicly thank you for stepping up, man, because we can't do it without y'all. Real talk, we cannot do it. It's a community baby shower, literally, not just meaning that that, you know, the community of women that are having babies, you know, get to come, but the community comes together to make it come into fruition.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes.
Strengthening families.
Yeah.
Touche, we've been rolling since 2007.
Right,
when I
right.
had the
Yeah.
online
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
going
that's
on
right. Yeah,
back
yeah,
in the day.
that's right. Yeah.
I saw
Yeah.
his matriculation. I knew
Man,
it. You know,
yeah.
he ain't done yet. He could
Yeah.
be governor one day.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
Watch out now.
we've seen the General Assembly
Hey, man,
shift over the
things
years.
change.
So trust me.
Yeah, things. I shout out to my friend Dr. Glenda Glover. I always tell her, don't fret because politics turn on a dime. Real talk.
Yeah.
Speaking of politics, Nichelle, give me 2 minutes because I do want to ask you about this.
Nichelle.
You know, so Oklahoma, the state of Oklahoma, the commissioner of the state of Oklahoma's education department, crazy as a road lizard, right? He has come out with. You know what? I'm not going. Let him set his own video up. Nichelle, run that video with just him first. It might be. I'm not sure it's first or second.
I'm excited to announce today that Oklahoma is the first state to bring the Bible back to the classroom. Today, we purchased over 500 Bibles that will be in the AP government classrooms across the state. Bible just like this. We have the Bible, the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights. These are foundational documents in our nation's history. Our kids have to understand the role the Bible played in influencing American history. It's very clear that the radical left has driven the Bible out of the classroom, which leads to a lack of understanding of American history. We will not stop until we've brought the Bible back to every classroom in the state.
Nobody is tripping about, you know, Bibles, right? But this guy is holding the Trump Bible. And so I want y'all to reserve your comments for 1 second because I want to run this next video, Nichelle, to break it down even further.
The Bible played a unique role in shaping this history. And you said no religion. Thomas Jefferson said our rights came from God. And again, look, maybe we all need to go back and study some of this, especially on CNN, to understand
Hold on. Thomas Jefferson rejected part of Christian doctrine. Thomas Jefferson promoted freedom of religion. One of his top 3 accomplishments on his gravestone is promoting a law in Virginia for the freedom of religion. Would you say that John Adams is a key founder of the United States? Do you think he is? Okay.
Absolutely. Talked about
John Adams signed a treaty, 1797, saying the government of the United States of America is not in any sense founded on the Christian religion.
We've got to get you in an Oklahoma history class because the next line is...
Well, then let's talk about Oklahoma history, because Oklahoma, 48th in the country when it comes to education. Critics say the money that you're spending on putting Bibles in every classroom, you've asked for $6 million, should be spent in other ways to better educate the students because they're very worried about where Oklahoma is ranked in the education system.
We are in the middle of a turnaround here because we are following President Trump's agenda. This is the agenda for the entire country. We have school choice. We have merit pay. We are rejecting this left-wing ideology in the classroom. We are promoting American exceptionalism. And look, we are pressing students forward to see academic outcomes improve.
Why are you using the Trump-endorsed Bible? What do you say to critics who argue this is clear-cut political pandering right here?
We're going to teach American history in Oklahoma. So that includes the Bible, the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, and Bill of Rights. They are all included in this Bible that we've purchased. The Bible will be back in every Oklahoma classroom. President Trump is bringing...
Why the Trump Bible, though? Why not a cheaper Bible where you could save a lot of money in taxpayer dollars?
I just told you. And again, look, the media doesn't have to like it, but the reality is the American people have rejected this gaslighting and have put President Trump back in the White House with a clear agenda, and we are going to stand right behind the president every step of the way.
Okay, and again, just to be clear, this isn't about the media not liking it. I'm talking about your critics and whether you're willing to consider their point of view, because as you know, you oversee an entire education system in the state of Oklahoma with people with varying viewpoints, and we want to bring that to light. It's a really important conversation. It's going to continue on. Superintendent Ryan Walters, appreciate your time. Thank you for coming on.
Okay. Ooh, we again. Okay. So, hey, but real talk, you know, so, you know, and here's where the trip ups are going to happen. So, and I got to give it to Republicans. Republicans are crafty. So if you push against this, they're going to say, oh, they're anti-Bible. They are anti this, such and such and such. When we know that this is a move for them to pay for Trump's love, right, in Oklahoma by purchasing, I think they're spending $5 million, $6 million on these Bibles. And wait a minute. or these are, I don't even call these Bibles, on
Yeah.
these books,
$6 million.
$6 million,
Dollars.
and they are 48th in the list of states when it comes to best education. We ain't got but 50 states. We ain't got but 50 states.
Yeah.
They are number 48. Worst education in the union.
Wow.
And so that $6 million
Can
could
you
be
go somewhere else? You can do something else with it. And why? Like the lady said, cheaper Bible. They could have one of them little handheld, them little small
handheld.
palm
little handheld
Bibles.
constitutional book.
I'm gonna say jail Bibles. I don't want to say that though.
You already said it.
I know, whatever, little small Bibles, but it's the agenda behind it. And like you said, we're pushing Trump's agenda, and they're not done yet. So,
Yeah.
it's gonna be deeper than that.
I have
Jump
some
on-
thoughts
jump
this.
on
I
in there.
Just say this: first of all, God will not be mocked.
Yeah, thank you.
The Word of God in the Book of James talks about what pure religion is. It's basically to serve and help the widows and children, or basically women and children, and to remain undefiled by the world. In other words, what that means, I break it down. Don't let the world's ways or the systems here get in the way of your personal relationship with God. My relationship is through Jesus Christ, and then of course that gets me to God. And what I will say is I'm incredibly alarmed that, first of all, let's just be real, and I tell folks all the time, the Holy Spirit will get people on the right track.
Yep.
So when we talk about America being a Christian nation founded on Christian principles, we got to realize that the principles and some of the ideas of what Christianity was sort of a white nationalism.
It
Christianity.
was.
Oh yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. The
control.
Puritans were
It's
Puritans
a
were
whole different-
hardcore,
yeah,
man.
yes,
And when you
it's
go
not.
back and you look at that, and you think about it, black folks weren't even considered human.
Right.
Women weren't even equal at
Yeah.
all. And so it was based on a sort of perspective that white men were the rulers.
Yeah, and they still think that.
And so unfortunately, and what I love about God is he begins to break up the concrete to say, no, I'm a God of all people.
Yeah.
And I can fix things because we all have our own issues. And so it takes God to fix us.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I really believe that God is doing some things. And we just got to wake up and understand there are some similarities between what we're seeing now and what we saw in Germany.
Yes, indeed. Some, a lot, a whole lot of
A
similarities.
whole lot of similarity.
Mhm.
And if you don't know anything about Germany, I would ask you to go and learn a little bit about what happened in Germany before Hitler lost and so forth.
Yeah.
But I'm incredibly concerned.
Yeah.
Incredibly concerned.
Yeah, I've been telling people that this is definitely we're definitely in the midst of history in the United States,
Yeah, we
and
are.
in a shift,
We are.
right? And it's still not, the shift has not happened yet. We're in the process of it, and it can shift one way or the other.
Yeah.
So we're kind of coming up to the crossroads, right? But I also say that black folks, we've been survivors all our lives, right? So we're going to survive. We're going to be okay. We're going to come out okay, right? But boy, it's going to be a ride. That's all I can say.
I think what we have to do as people in general, first of all, is just to learn to love one another and work with one another. When I say love, but first we got to love yourself.
Yeah.
That's the problem
We
there.
can't- we
That's the
can't
problem
compete.
there.
One of the things in the nonprofit world, and you hear a lot of folks, even in the streets, I'm competing with you. I'm competing
Yeah.
with you. But each one of us have our own talent, our own
Yes.
skill set. And if we partner, you're
Yeah.
strong in that area. I'm
Yeah.
strong in this area.
Right.
It's called
Yeah.
collaboration.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
work together, yeah.
Commissioner Charlie Caswell talks a lot about this. So does Antonio
Wheezy.
Parkinson.
Yeah.
We got to collaborate because we're stronger together.
Yeah.
And let's just be real. There are people who don't look like us who are also partners in the struggle.
Yeah.
They've had their own struggle,
Yeah.
but all we see is skin color.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so we got to take each person as they come
Yep.
and really discern the spirit of the person.
Yeah.
But I'm incredibly concerned about the Bible being mixed with, the things that I heard the individual say. And, God will deal with that. He said he will not be mocked. And there's something called blasphemy against the Holy Spirit.
He definitely
And
doing
what
it.
that means is when you do something and you give credit to God of something he didn't do. Like, in other words, when Jesus was casting out demons from the pigs, they said that was the devil who did it. That was Beelzebub. So basically you give God credit for something that's evil.
Yeah.
That's blasphemy.
Right.
And
Yep.
God will deal with that.
Yeah,
Oh,
let me touch on this too, because it's interesting. Oklahoma is not doing anything different than what Tennessee has done. Tennessee pushed
Check it
for many
out, yeah.
years to make the Bible the state book of Tennessee, right? And I thought it was interesting, and I'm we'll see my video in post, but one of the things I stood up and said on the House floor was this. I said, this reminds me, and help me, Rev, because I'm sure you know what the passage is, but it reminds me of when, there's a story, a parable in the Bible where there's a little old lady in the far right of the church. She was kneeling down praying, and she was praying quietly, right? And she was poor, right? And then there was, I think, a Pharisee or a Sadducee. One of them came in, and he knelt down, and he looked over there at the lady over there on the right and started judging her and started praying out loud, right? And it basically, oh Lord, you know how we done seen them, some of our pastors, oh Lord, it's a long prayer. Thank you for not making me like this, poor wretched woman over here, right? And so, but he was praying loud to be seen,
Absolutely.
right?
The motive,
right.
the motive.
And so I told that member that was in the podium running this bill to make the Bible the state book of Tennessee. I said, this reminds me of that story because, dude, y'all don't want to give anybody health insurance so they can live.
Exactly.
Right? Right? You don't want women to make enough money to live. You don't want to change the pay so people can have a living wage, right? You make discriminatory laws, right? I said, so if you're not living by these principles that are inside of this book that you're trying to make the state book, this is hypocrisy.
Absolutely. We'll know them by their fruit.
Know them by their fruit.
And I tell you, every choice we make is seen in how we live every day.
Yep.
And so I have no problem with people wanting the principles to be what guide them. I have a problem when you're trying to force that on people using that and not living it yourself.
Not living the example.
I think we're more powerful when we're able to live what we believe, and then that becomes an influence in the lives of folks. That's just my take on it. And I just pray, that the Lord intervenes in a way. I would love to see these national figures who have said that, this particular national figure said that he didn't know of any reason why he needed to repent.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He'll learn.
But what I would love to see, my prayer is that God gets a hold of him like he got a hold of me.
Oh, yeah. He'll go.
And you see a repentance and you see a transformation on an international stage unlike anything you've ever seen before. That's my
Right. Yes,
prayer.
indeed.
That's
Yes,
my
indeed.
What
prayer.
happened?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Well, let me ask you about one more story.
Yes,
We got
sir.
one more story I definitely want to talk to you about before we get into our next two segments. There was a second grader in school, and his parents got a phone call that said your child, your second grade child, is on the way to the hospital because he was hung in the bathroom by a fourth grader. Nichelle, run that video. Hold it thought.
What you got here, boy?
Breaking news, a 7-year-old has been hung by a 4th grader in their elementary school bathroom. Authorities say the incident took place on Friday at C. Paul Barnhart Elementary School in a suburb about 23 miles southeast of Washington. The parent said, quote, "My child, who is a 2nd grader, was hung in the boys' bathroom by a 4th grader." She continued by saying, quote, "I received the most traumatizing phone call from the school stating that my child was being rushed to the children's hospital. Paperwork from the boy's hospital visit listed one of his injuries as a neck contusion, which is caused by blunt trauma."
For an incident at a local elementary school. The mother's post about this online has since gone viral.
We'll put it in post. All right, yeah, man. So
I was gonna ask the color of the baby. That's what I was gonna ask the race.
So this story, the 7-year-old is a 2nd grader, black child, African American child. The 4th grader is a white child, right?
Okay.
And one of the things that I don't know if the video said it, the white child said was, "I'm going to show you what I used to do to people back in the day." And I'm paraphrasing. Yeah, and so
And then
yeah,
I was
but
gonna
the
say something
parents-
unsaved. You
Well,
go
let me
get your parent.
let me give you a little bit more graphic detail about this, right? The parents, and this is what's in the other video. They talk about the contusions to the neck.
Yeah,
when they got the child, they got him off the hook in the bathroom, right? And the child was unconscious, convulsing, foaming at the mouth, and was rushed emergency to the hospital. And the school said it was horseplay.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna horseplay today. Go get your mama. I'm sorry. That ain't go. And I'm showing what happened. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and and this goes to too. You really, I think this is important to note too. You talk about, I call it the Trump effect, right?
Yeah.
People become more emboldened and emblazoned in their rhetoric and their actions. When Trump is in office,
That courage juice. They get real bold.
My God!
And they got a lot of courage.
Well, they feel like they're protected, right? And so, unfortunately, I think one of the and I hope and pray that I'm wrong about this is one of the things that we're going to be seeing is more police shootings, more hate crimes, more, and we're seeing it already with these Nazis and stuff that are marching in all the cities. Nashville seems to be a favorite place for them. I don't know if it's food, the hot chicken, right? But it seems to be one of their favorite places.
It's incredibly disturbing, and I agree with you that when you have the sort of rhetoric that we've seen on the national stage, that does embolden people to be who they really are. And what I will say to each one of us is we have to be vigilant. We have to build a network. We have to be able to work with one another. We cannot be killing one another. We cannot be tearing down one another in this season. We have to understand what's at stake and mobilize where we need to. Now, I will say this, that 50% of Americans did not vote for the current president. From what I'm saying, 49, something like that.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty close.
It was pretty
close.
Pretty close. So what I'll say is, I pray that there's not a civil war.
They predict.
Because just like even on the other side for years when folks were saying that, with Democrats in the White House, if things went array, there could be a civil war. I think it goes both ways. The pendulum swings both ways. And my prayer is that, I just hope folks who feel that they're emboldened to try to do these things understand that there are people who will clap back in a mighty way.
What that shirt said, I'm not my ancestor.
Well, I will say this. Let me add clarity to that one right there. Our ancestors were powerful. Because during that time, they had to navigate a system of laws and things that were completely against them. They could literally be killed for just looking the wrong way. So they were able to survive. The reason that you stand today is because you have some wise ancestors. But this is a new time. You have a different level. And so the things that they could do back then, they can't do right now. And that's where we are. So I am my ancestors. But how I respond to you is going to be very different.
They can give these hands. I can't.
That's correct. That's correct. That's correct.
Oh, yeah. Man, y'all give it up for Vince McCaskill, school seat in the building. Man, listen, look, tell everybody real quick before we close the segment out, how can they, reach school seed and anything you want to close out with?
Just go to schoolseed.org, schoolseed.org, and you'll learn everything about us. You'll learn our history. You'll learn what we're doing. And that's basically it. You can reach me at vince@schoolseed.org. If you're doing some great work in the community, but you don't have the sort of, this infrastructure to support that, get with me. I can try to help you. You know, and that's what I've been trying to do, trying to demonstrate it. We're handling Charlie Caswell's effort, the Resilient Hubs piece in this area, and I'm so excited about that.
A lot of good things happening, man. And man, I got to send a shout out to my people, Lorraine over there, y'all. Man, we got to send a shout out to Lorraine.
Yeah,
man, Lorraine. That's our people, man. Lorraine is wonderful.
She's
good
my
people.
Director of Operations.
Right. And Dr. Sharon Griffin, which is your neighbor, is on the board of School Seed.
Well, no, she's not on the board.
Oh, she's not.
She runs Kindred Place now.
Okay, she runs Kindred Place now.
Parkinson didn't know she was my neighbor. I was like, there she go right there. She kind of high.
That's too funny. We got to have her on the show too. We got to have her on the show, man. Man, y'all give it up for Vince McCaskill. Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey, look, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back because we're going to talk about these outlandish baby showers and gender reveals when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Hit the subscribe button. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. Welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson. You're watching the fastest growing visual podcast in the Memphis market. Let's give it up for that one more again.
And we got a lot going on. We got a lot going on.
Back over here, Kojak. Hey, Kojak trying to slip off. Let me see her. Angelica, I caught him.
I thought the show was over.
Kojak was like this.
This went.
He was like,
Yeah, when Vince went, I thought I was supposed to go
Remember
too.
Creeper on Dolomite?
Yeah, he did walk on another segment. He got in the car.
Right. Yeah.
What happened on last show? He left.
He did, and we had to call
He
him
was
back.
like, Kojak,
Man.
somebody else.
I was getting ready to get on the expressway.
Man. But that's Angelica, but that's my DJ, Angelica.
That's your DJ. That's
my
your.
DJ.
Yo.
Yep, look, not the
camera
bam
down.
bam. Bring that camera down for Naja.
Yeah,
Okay.
hook up.
Yeah, but talk to him, y'all, while I bring the camera down.
But no, I told y'all we got a lot going on. Yeah. It is Wednesday. We're getting into this baby shower. So I want to know, Parkinson, I do got to ask you. I'm going to ask Coach Jackson Parkinson over there. Is registration closed? Because I still been sending this link out.
Yeah, registration's closed. You sending the link out for a mute reason. Yeah. It happens fast, man.
It was
It
two
happens
people.
fast.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. But look,
Okay,
I'm telling you, she
okay,
been going
Coach
hard on that Zaxby's, man.
I know, I'm so hungry,
Right.
y'all.
It was good.
Thank you. They be acting like I'm the only
Man.
greedy one. God, I can eat
Man.
more food.
You ain't having edible today, did you?
No, I don't
okay,
take
I was
edible.
because you got the munchies and shit. You know, I'm
I
wondering what the
said I was hungry. Yeah, see,
Okay.
he done try to make me into a weed
Polypure,
head. Now
I'm
I'm a
sorry,
drunk. I
polypure.
mean, over a
Yeah,
crumb.
yeah,
Lord.
over a crumb, right. Yeah. Hey, give it up for Naja Matthews in the building. Yeah,
Hey,
man.
Naja.
Look. What Maxine Shaw, attorney at law, y'all.
Okay,
Come on.
okay.
Yeah. Step up to that mic. Yeah, man. So look, let me first of all, let me say thank you for gracing us. You know, we truly appreciate you being here, man. You should have been here a long damn time ago,
I'm
though.
excited.
Yeah. Come on, pull up to
I
the
said that
Antonio
hair
Parkinson
is giving
Project.
what it needs to give. Hers
You live
too,
on there?
okay?
You go live on your stuff too, man. Go on, share that.
Okay.
Look like a little BlackBerry. Look.
You got a BlackBerry? It's an
I'm just
Android.
giving her a hard time.
Android.
I'm just giving her a hard
It's the
time.
same thing.
Hey, oh
I will
wow.
say,
the
okay, we say
shade.
Kojak.
The
We
shade.
say
I'm Android
Kojak.
Nation.
Okay,
Naja,
I'll never
I'm
get
with you,
rid of
baby.
my
I'm
Android.
with you, baby. I'm with you. We're here.
No,
I'm Android. I'm
why?
Android
Phone
Nation. You know, one of these days, these folks are going to convert, right?
Yeah.
Right, because
no.
with their little limited iPhone, right?
No,
Yeah.
Android users just a little different, but it's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay.
I'm telling you,
We're gonna
man.
see. We're gonna see.
But look,
We're gonna see.
Naja, you've been part of the community baby shower for a long time. We're 17 years in now. Naja was one of the early
on now.
attendees of the Fresh Starts Community Baby. 14 years, right? How old is your son?
He's 13.
Ooh, about
Oh,
14
wow.
years. Yep. Shout out to Nigel. Nigel, you know, is he watching? Man, see,
He is
you know what?
watching.
Is he
He's
watching?
watching.
Okay, good. You know, we remember Nigel when he was still incubating. He was still inside, right? And now he's 14 years old and big too. How tall is Nigel now?
He's about 5'11".
Damn.
Oh, he is, so.
Yeah, 5'11".
That's like my nephew. He's 14. He's like 6'1". How is that even possible? What are y'all feeding them?
Right.
It's a food. It probably is food.
Right. Did you have a baby shower and gender reveal when you was about to have Nigel?
Oh Lord.
That wasn't a thing back then, huh? You did have a baby shower? Really? Was it
That's a
hood?
big baby shower.
It was a little classy.
It was a little classy.
Yeah, we had 3-course meals. And
Oh. Did you have a DJ?
Okay.
No.
I didn't. I wish I did.
Right. Oh yeah, they had
had
a
a DJ,
you had a
but
quiet baby shower.
It wasn't quiet.
It was it like
Kinda
Fresh Starts
country.
Community Baby Shower?
Yeah.
Was it lit?
It was lit.
It was lit.
Did y'all play like games? Don't say baby and all that, and the
and all
little
of that.
win prizes.
Yeah.
Did you get any good gifts that you needed, or
I
just?
did.
Yeah.
I had 3 car fulls of stuff.
That's what's
Oh,
up.
that's a
That's
good
what's
baby
up.
shower.
And then she
It
came
was
to the
very
Fresh Starts
good.
Community Baby Shower and loaded up too.
And got it too.
Yeah,
Look, it's
but
gonna look.
Speaking of ghetto ghetto baby
Baby
showers. Not saying yours was ghetto, but we want to run this video of some hood baby showers. Then we're gonna come back and talk about this. Michelle, run that video. Hey. Yeah, we got a whole show going on over here,
She
y'all.
was trying to walk that baby down. You know how you be pregnant, and you be trying to walk and do that to go ahead and go in labor. She went to labor that night. She went to labor that night.
Man, look, it almost went in, went back in.
Yeah, really. Oh my
saying.
God, Lord, I ain't
I'm
gonna
just
say
saying
about
that's
that.
how she got to that baby shower because of what that looked like.
What that look like?
You know,
Fruit was deep.
shit, I understand. I see why she having a baby shower. I see why she pregnant. Oh look! Oh, so it's just me, huh, Kojak?
Yeah.
Kojak
Kojak
always
said
leave
he
me
ain't
out.
keep that. He
Kojak
ain't keep that behind the scene
always-
energy.
He always
You gotta get a
leave
new
me out
sidekick.
there.
Yeah, see how
Out there.
I know he
Right.
got. I ain't gonna put him on.
wife.
Okay, I ain't gonna say
How you
nothing.
doing,
Yeah.
wife?
Yeah, you know, but
Hey,
but,
wife,
but
yeah.
just as ratchet as it can get for a baby shower, it also gets just as ratchet for a gender reveal. I think
Oh,
we got
Jesus.
some video for a gender reveal. Nichelle, run that video, please.
Gender reveal?
Yeah.
You got a gender?
What you got here, boy? Go help me. Ooh, boy, it's a girl. Woo, what is it? What is it?
Haley, what is Haley?
Oh, what? Something went wrong. Something. Oh, Lord, God, talking. Put it down. Put it down. Put it down. Put it down. Just, yeah, put it down. Yeah, please. Woo. What?
Haley,
Ooh. Yeah. What? Why everybody looking at me? What you looking at me for? All right. Yeah, God don't spoke. It's my baby. That's right. God don't say.
huge fan of Z.
All right, man. Look, that's funny as hell. But you know, but those gender reveals, you know, they can be ratchet. They can go wrong too. Did you have a gender reveal?
I did. I told you I cried on my. I should have brought my video so I could see my real reaction.
We
I
can do it in
cried, petty. I cried. I closed the door. People were trying to come in. Like I really was mad. I think I threw the little cup because I had where you change the color. I threw my cup on the floor. Everything. I did.
Why? Because why? Why?
Because I wanted a boy.
Oh, now you got your own self in the flesh again.
I
huh?
definitely do have my own stuff, and I'm glad for Maddie
Thank
Boo.
you, Jesus.
She, oh Lord, but I did. I threw a full tantrum, y'all.
So,
like,
so
seriously.
was it hormonal or was you?
No, I just knew like Laura's gonna give me a boy. I was gonna give my husband his first boy. He already had girls, you know. He just wanted that one thing. The devil came and took him. I'm gonna get clipped right there. The devil took.
Incarnate. I'm telling you.
But my child is me. But I did cry. I asked God for forgiveness because I'm blessed to have a child because I did lose children before. So I didn't get stuck there.
Right.
So I call her. That's what she got her
That's
nickname.
what's
Her
up.
name is Sugar because I was so salty. That's how she got her name. So that's how we call her Sugar.
Yeah, you lucky the Lord didn't slap the taste out of your mouth.
I know,
right?
Lord.
You done
I
lost
asked
two
him
and
forgive
you
me for
lost
being
one.
ungrateful because I
Right.
don't never be ungrateful, but I sure did. I threw a tantrum. Y'all hear me?
Kojak, did you have a gender reveal or a baby
No,
shower?
it seemed like there's something new. Is it just me or is there something
It's
new?
kinda
A lot of
picked
people
up
getting
last
into it now.
10 years, maybe
like
5 years, 10
Because
years.
they
yeah.
rent my club out a lot for gender
Oh,
reveal.
Lord.
Hip Hop Lounge
Oh,
at 57
Oh,
right
Lord,
the
have
train.
mercy.
You know, and
Oh,
I'm like,
my
a gender reveal?
Yeah.
You know, I'll just charge you $250.
You do
Wow.
baby showers too? Affordable baby showers?
Yeah, affordable.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
You can have more than one.
You know what? As a matter of fact, Hip Hop Lounge should be a sponsor of Fresh Starts Community.
Because
Baby
they could
Shower,
probably get
Angelica.
some baby showers. and
Yeah,
gender
yeah,
reveals
they can
there.
get some business
Are
out
they a
of it, right?
sponsor?
What? Crickets.
Look,
Wow.
make
Boy,
sure
I
you put
swear-
crickets in there.
I swear
Make sure
he
you put
is
crickets in.
the
Now I was like, what did
radio
I happen?
station owner on Martin, man.
I
That is
promise.
him in the
I
flesh.
don't get about
man.
it. Nothing.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
I'll bring the chicken
Naja,
tenders.
what were you expecting? Were you expecting Nigel or were you expecting a girl?
I prayed hard for a boy.
See, you
Okay.
understand.
Right.
See,
Right. Hold on. Kojak, backspin it for me one time. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
God.
Because I need Naja that be on social media.
Oh, she be quiet,
right. She
quaint.
being all demure. She being Angelica.
She like
Right. She being demure.
You ain't gotta be. You ain't gotta be here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Come on now, because I need the Matthews family.
Why you want a boy?
Right.
Why'd you
'Cause
want a
look,
boy?
you gotta understand. I know them. Right.
Why'd
I
you want a
know them.
boy?
Boys are fun. And, you know, I didn't want to deal with my
Hold on, and you got a boy.
Yeah, I have a boy.
Oh, never mind. We can't relate.
so
Never
much
mind. I forgot. Not yeah. Never
Yeah.
I didn't
mind.
want to deal with my own attitude.
Yeah.
You ain't making it no better, but okay.
Right.
But okay.
So Naja, take us back. You know, before you when you were pregnant, what was going on with you during your pregnancy before the baby shower?
Well, first of all,
Yeah.
I was told I couldn't have children.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, step
so
up to the mic.
It was a shock. When I found out I was pregnant, I found that I had 2 uteri.
Oh,
So I had to be off work. So I couldn't work. It was very hard to not work.
Mhm.
And I think we met sometime along when I think I was like maybe 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
Did you have to be on like bed rest or anything? No, you just couldn't do a lot.
I just sat down, so I wouldn't have to be on bed rest.
Now
but
the
I did
child
work.
father, did they think you were lying? Because I think that's like a lot of women. They say like I can't be pregnant or whatever. They think you were just pulling a stunt.
Man.
It was a lot.
Oh
It was-
yeah,
it
I
was
know. It's
difficult.
yeah, because you can see.
Go on, break it down. You on the Antonio Parkinson project. What we doing?
I'm gonna.
Yeah,
It was difficult.
If I did ask the wrong question,
I
sorry.
dealt with my pregnancy alone. So,
Okay, I got you.
yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right, yeah.
That's a very unique way of saying it. Okay, got you. That's very.
She
nice.
being
very-
reserved.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
being real reserved.
alone.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And a lot of women are, you're not, and that builds your strength. That shows your character. You here today, fabulous.
But you shouldn't have to show your character like that. They
I
should
know it's
not
like,
have
but
to
black
have
women
that.
always got to prove something.
Right.
We always got to
why
build. We
were you
always
alone?
got to endure.
What was the what made it so? What happened that caused you to be walking this alone?
Well, that first year he was in jail.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
I did everything alone, aside
Right.
with my mom and sister.
Right, right.
But
Now your mom and your sister, now they close.
They-
These
they're
folks
really
right here,
close.
Yeah,
look, if they can have a party and it'll only be them.
Yeah.
Right, and it'll be a real party. I'm serious. That's why I said, "Oh,
Yeah, she-
come on now!
oh,
Don't
she
come
really-
with,
she
don't
really
come with that. Don't
reserved.
come with that other stuff. I don't
It's
even
the
know.
blazer. It's
I
the
don't even-
blazer.
Look, I
The
don't-
blazer. I
don't-
think you
look.
might need to take your blazer off. You take your blazer off, you may get a little more comfortable. You know, it'd be like.
Hey, and Kojak, I didn't know who we was talking to just a few minutes ago. I'm like, who is this? Who is this imposter? Right,
It's the blazer.
right. So you were alone, right? And so but your mom now, her mom, shout out Charlene, her mom. Man, look, hey, real deal, love her babies.
Aw.
Right,
Yeah,
and it's
she
all
does.
girls, right?
Yeah.
Man,
All girls.
man, all girls, all girls. So y'all grew up in the same household. So was everybody on their cycle at the same time?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Synchronized.
Yeah, that happens.
I wouldn't
though.
want to be in that house.
Oh, wait till
attitudes.
sugar stars.
That happens with my friends. I call us blood
I-
sisters.
yeah, with my friends as well. It's synchronized.
I call us my blood sisters. Me and my friends be on the same cycle. We blood sisters. That's why I say.
Really? Which one of your friends?
Do you really gonna have me? He gonna tag the tree.
And when does it start? Right?
Yeah, everybody on my little cycles is the same. But I have a question back to like raising your child alone. And I'm sorry, have you watched the
Well,
podcast?
don't jump
I
past
have.
raising
It's
child if you
okay.
don't mind. Stay in the pregnancy. Then we're gonna come to raising the child. If you're okay.
Okay, I thought okay.
Yeah, because I'm what I'm doing is I want
you
to
build
build
a
up
story.
to the baby shower.
Okay.
So what mentally, what was
Mentally?
happening during the pregnancy? Yeah.
I was sad.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
And why?
I've dealt with depression and
Okay.
anxiety
Okay,
since
okay,
I
yeah.
was a teenager.
And
it
so
was,
a lot of people.
very difficult for me.
Okay,
On
right.
top of
Mhm.
hormones and all
Right.
of that.
Mm-hmm.
And hungry all the time and not,
Yeah.
trying to figure out what you want to eat and
Yeah.
it was just.
And then you didn't have an outlet. You didn't go to work. You had to be in the
I
house.
couldn't work,
Yeah.
so I had to be at home.
Mm-mm.
And how old were you?
I was 21.
21.
Yeah.
Yeah. 21. Yeah. And so so how did I don't even remember how we met.
I think through my mom.
Okay.
Somehow.
I think she registered you for the baby shower.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And Naja was our poster laid woman.
The test
The-
subject.
right,
the
for
test.
the community baby shower, and we were able to get some video. In fact, we're going to run this video in post, but because I forgot to pull it down, but and so you'll see yourself back then, and and it's all of your infamy.
watch it.
But it was such a touching interview that she did. Right, when she talked about how her mom signed her up. She didn't sign herself up. Her mom signed her up, but that, it says a lot about her mom too,
Yeah.
right? Who understood where you were,
Right.
mentally, physically, and what was going on. Now let's talk about when you got to the Fresh Starts Community Baby Shower. Was it what you expected, or was it different than what you thought? What did you think in your
It
head?
was very different.
Yeah.
I had never seen anything like it.
A good different or a bad different?
Good different.
Okay,
It was overwhelming
Okay.
with all of the attention, but it was very different. And our community needs it bad. With the immortality rates and all of that, it was refreshing to see.
Yeah, and while you were carrying, did you have any? Speaking of like any complication, like what's it called when you have any other issues while you was
Come on,
carrying?
doula.
I did. I couldn't.
Like
didn't
high
have-
blood pressure, the diabetes, what's it called?
I didn't have high blood
Mhm,
pressure.
mhm.
I couldn't have
Preeclampsia.
sex because I can get pregnant while I'm pregnant.
Hold
Did
on,
you
whoa,
want to have
whoa,
sex?
whoa.
I mean, I'm
Sometimes,
just
but
right.
after they told me no.
So you can get pregnant while you're
What?
pregnant?
Yes.
What in the world?
That's why I only have one.
Oh.
What in the hold on?
I understand because you
I
said
can
that too.
carry
Look,
both
Kojak woke
uterus.
up.
Oh,
man.
that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
he said
He
two.
has two. Yeah.
But I didn't think of that when you said that.
Oh,
No,
shit.
can't you take one
I
out?
carried him in my right uteri.
Wow.
I can carry him both.
Can you take one side out?
You can.
Okay, I have one tube, so I was like, can you take one?
Yeah.
Oh,
I have
Lord.
So you releasing 2 eggs? Multiple
No,
eggs?
more than
Everything
two.
double. Everything.
More than
Anything you can think of.
Boy,
You
ovulation.
have like
Yeah.
These dudes pull-out game better be right with you, cause
Gotta be. Twice.
Oh,
Sometimes I have 2 cycles.
oh my God! I'm sorry, y'all. No, Laura.
I think that's a blessing, and that's rare. Is it rare?
A
or how is
blessing.
it?
Ovulation twice?
It depends on how you look at it.
Uh-huh.
No. Period twice. No
Yeah, you missed the
ovulation.
first time, hit the second time.
Oh my God, Parkinson.
I'm just
As a
saying.
woman, ovulation. Do you have
Man,
the ovulation
two
pain?
Look,
Yes.
Thank
I
you.
do.
It's pain when you ovulate. It not
Hey,
you got
she
pain
ovulating
twice and period twice. No,
but you know what though? But look, hey, they say in ovulation, y'all be trying to back it up. So you trying to back it up
We
twice,
like
right?
Wolves.
yeah,
Right, like-
it's
like
definitely like peaked. Oh, you probably be real peaked and crazy.
Right.
Oh Lord. Oh God.
Oh
Terrible.
man.
She said
I
it's
have
terrible.
to lock myself up.
Oh, do you need to be locked up right now?
Nah,
I'm just messing.
Look,
I'm messing with you. She said
that
last
is
week.
hilarious. That is hilarious. But so in attending the Fresh Starts Community Baby Shower, how has it made a difference in how you raised your child or how you developed and your relationship with Nigel?
For me, I've always been private and reserved, and it's taught me to lean on my village.
Yes.
It's very important to lean on my village.
Yeah.
Raising, I know I might be biased, but I'm raising a man child, a black man child. So we have those difficult conversations, and it's taught me to be open and honest, and in turn, he's open and honest with me.
Can I say something too? Even when you said lean on your village, especially amongst black women, and I applaud you for saying that, they think it's something wrong to ask for help. Like,
it's hard to.
you be
ask
like,
for help.
can you? They think you're supposed to do it, like you said, do it on your own. Or even my mother-in-law, hey mother-in-law, she thinks like she was a single mom of 3 boys, 3 different fathers, and she think like we just weak ducklings. You know what I mean? Like I had to do X, Y, Z and ask for help. No, I'm gonna ask for help. It's like shunned upon. So for you rely on your village, but if you look at other cultures, to my sister-in-law, she's from Maui, she's from Africa. And they said they're heavy. Like everybody is like hands on. You don't do nothing. It's like, but here it's like you just you gotta do what yourself. No, you can do this and that.
But that's a bad philosophy.
It is, and they look at you like weak. They look at you like weak for asking for help. I have this conversation with my mom all the time, and then when I said when you're in the hospital shut down, then y'all want to be reacting when you can
Not
be
just
proactive.
that, but when that child turns out to be a monster,
Yeah.
at 14 or 15, because you didn't lean on the uncles to help. You didn't lean on.
You lean on the tablet, the tablet to help to occupy him.
I have to.
Yeah.
I call my brothers all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I don't know about this one.
Yeah. Everybody can't do
Let
this.
me ask you a question. That first year, because when I was DJing the baby shower and I was watching, the different speakers, I mean, I learned a lot. What was the main take your first year when you came that you took? Some of you were like, oh, I didn't know that. That's a
Taking
good
care of
question.
ourselves first.
Okay.
I remember not sleeping because I wanted to make sure I watched him. But that wasn't beneficial to me.
Yeah.
Or him.
And in turn, it wasn't beneficial to him.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So just taking care of ourselves first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Look, Kojak came with a question, Angela.
I know. I'm just
That
like
was a good
I don't know what to
question.
say
That really
behind
was a
it. It
good
was
question.
good. I don't know what to say
I mean,
now.
if you go
I'm
to the baby
nervous.
show, I'm telling you, it's a lot of information
It
in
is.
one day. I'm talking about they hit
Yeah.
you with it
It's a
over and over
lot.
again.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting back, I
Yeah.
was done by then.
Yeah, I just love it when we break through generational stuff at the baby shower. Remember, one time, and I don't know if now this might have been after you, because we're 17 years in. Can you believe that shit? 17 years. man. But I remember Kirsten was 3 the first time, and it was on her birthday. The first time we did the baby shower, but I remember one of the years, one of the ladies, she was with her mother also, who was the grandmother of the child, and she said, and we were talking about breastfeeding, and she said that we've always been told to put water and add water to the milk. When were you there that year? Well, add water to the milk. So. We were told to add water to the milk to stretch the milk, right? And the breastfeeding expert said, no, that's a no, because it causes distension in the baby. It makes their belly poke out and all this stuff. Like what you see them babies in Africa when they was used to say, send $1 a day, right? Right, as if Africa is not rich. But but it causes distension. And there was some back and forth, right? Because this lady, this new mother, was having to undo generational information that she had been receiving, right? And so I love it when we have those true breakthroughs, and Naja was one of those, the true breakthrough, and I am incredibly proud of you. And and I love the fact that we have been in touch. We've been locked in since then. Real talk. Since then, there's not a year or 6 months or so that goes by where we don't communicate with each other. So and we of course we follow each other on Facebook, and she got a family full of Cowboys fans, but we ain't gonna hold that against them.
I need to go watch her on Facebook. We do a side-by-side comparison.
Right, yeah, man.
But it's Maxine Shaw.
Okay, we need to put
different person.
It's on right now.
Right.
Play the clip. Look, play the clip.
Right. There you go. Yeah, but Naja, thank you for being here. We truly appreciate you and truly appreciate everything you're doing, and thank you for being a model mother to your young black son, male son. We truly appreciate you, man. Y'all give it up for these mamas. We love them. Yeah. We love y'all.
Yes.
We love y'all. So look, we'll be right back, y'all. Don't go anywhere. We got Summer Owens coming up. We're gonna talk about Cam Newton and his 8 baby mamas, right? 8 of them. 8 of them. Yeah. So hit that subscribe button. We'll be right back. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
And welcome back.
Man, y'all, hey, I tell you this, the Ciroc Brandy is a hit. Yeah. I know Angelica.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson. You're watching the fastest growing visual podcast in the Memphis market. Let's try that one more time. Give it up for it.
We have to change it soon. We have to change it soon.
Yeah. And give it up for my lovely co-host, Angelica Jelly Woods.
I'm enjoying this
building.
In the building.
Yeah, clap for her.
There you go. Yeah, y'all was a little dry with that.
It was a little dry. They wasn't a little dry. And Angelica, we had a trash ass pre-meeting last night. Right?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
And so Angelica, she said we're gonna have the best show ever.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
But normally when we have a trash ass pre-meeting, the show is trash ass, and we come back and we come back and lament to each other. We come back, we don't want to know the show.
No, we actually go get in punishment corner. Yeah. And then then most of the time it's like 76% his fault, and he's like, you're right.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, look, I take full responsibility for everything that goes on in here.
And sometimes not to be a sarcastic a-hole.
And you know what's interesting before we come to DJ Kotek is this. I number one, I love my team, man. We love you. Seriously. And but listen, y'all. If y'all look to the people that's listening, I think it's important to say this. All of our folks go so hard. They go hard in the paint. I mean, we got business owners, we got nonprofit owners, we got doulas, we got mamas, we got
Speaking of mamas and babysitters and juggling and multitasking,
and we got a club owner and
real estate
and real commercial real estate.
And he keeps all his money.
And then shout out to Rico. Rico, we hope that you are getting better too. Rico, we miss you, man.
Yes,
we miss you,
love you, Rico.
LeContier.
living good in Nashville. Hey, girl, hey.
So I I just want all my team, our team rather, to know that you are appreciated and loved.
We love you too.
So yeah,
appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
Now give it up for my DJ. That's my DJ, DJ Kojak in the building. Yeah.
Give him some claps. Okay,
Give him some claps.
Yeah,
hey, DJ Kojak.
Appreciate that.
Scratch it up 4 times for so what?
Damn.
And she done gave you some shoulder action. Okay, don't gas him up
Some
now.
shoulder action, didn't she?
Don't gas him.
Yeah. I'm talking about.
Let me see. Let me see. Summer, did you hear that scratch?
Look, she's ready. Look.
Look, that man, yeah.
He like
He heard that.
He heard that.
He ready to turn up. He gonna do a whole set now.
Kojak, she heard that scratch.
He has
She heard that scratch. Man, look. So Summer
Award-winning author up in
MF
here.
Owens in the building. We finally got on the show, man.
MFing.
Man, Summer Owens is a big wig in the city of Memphis, man. University of Memphis.
better say that.
And Memphis, Egypt, and
better say that.
Memphis, North Memphis, South Memphis, West Memphis. Right? East Memphis, right? Man, thank you for joining us on the show, Summer. What's up? Step up to that mic. Don't be scared, baby.
Glad to be here.
Look at her. Come on. Look at that. Look, I'm looking at that shot. That color is
That
popping.
hair, I said that
Man, look at that shit. Come on. Look at that. So, look at that. Man, look, they're going to be all up in her DMs tonight, right? Look, they be like, hey, yeah, I saw you on the Antonio Parkinson project. Yeah, what's up, though? Shouty?
You got your boo.
Look how she looking.
I do.
Look how she looking.
You smile when you said something about your boo. Okay, girl.
I heard every man in Parkinson Project land saying, oh.
At least you smile when you said, how long you been dating your boo?
We've been together a year and a half.
Oh, that's so cute. That's that new love. You in the honeymoon stage.
Look at Angelica. She glowing over there. Look.
Y'all be talking on the phone. Y'all live together?
No.
Y'all be talking on the phone all night and all that?
We old. Look, we pass all
So y'all so wait a minute. So y'all don't be saying you hang up first. You hang up first. You hang up. You hang up first. You hang up.
You gonna get ADHD over here.
Right. Put your CPAP on.
Would you have a kid with him? Would you have a baby by him?
I'm way past that. I'm grandma. I'm past.
How old are you?
Look, we gotta tell her about who I am.
Look, I'm a grown.
I'm thinking like 34.
Hey, somebody grab a copy of the book too. We can bring the book over.
Hold on now. Hold on. We need to go on commercial breaks. I need to find out. Are y'all lying right now?
Huh?
Y'all lying?
No. Summer seasoned.
Oh, okay. Well, baby,
like
black do not crack, baby.
Montreal steak seasoning.
I'm past the childbearing years.
What?
I don't know about all that now.
I am past the childbearing years.
By choice?
By choice, man. By.
You in your 30s?
I'm 45.
You made 45? Ooh, baby, you still a little spring chicken.
Yeah, you. I was 32, 34.
My son is 29.
Dang, man. Watch him grow up. Seriously. I remember him being a little teenager.
You can still have a baby though. 45
when we were kids, but we not.
Okay. That's it. I know.
Yeah, when we met at the Grizzlies, he was probably like 7 or 8.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
You have one child.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I have a question. Do you regret just having one child though? You feel like he's spoiled? You were spoiled.
So my story is quite complicated.
Okay.
But to answer your
am I going off task?
No, you good.
To answer your question, no, I wanted more, but my life didn't position me to have more.
Gotcha.
I was a single mom. I was a teen mom, a single mom, and I was not going to have any more alone.
Gotcha. Okay.
I had been married, thought it would happen in the marriage. It wasn't a good marriage. I'm glad I didn't have any husband in the marriage. And so he ended up being an only child.
Gotcha.
And he wasn't spoiled by my definition, because for one, I didn't have a lot of money.
Give me my money.
That's not the only way you can spoil your child.
That's why I was like, number one. And number two, I was a single mom raising him alone. I was a mama and the daddy. And so I was the mama and the daddy. And I had no problem being firm. And,
right. So did you choose?
And I didn't have a village either.
Right. Did you choose to write? You know what? No, don't answer that because I'm not going to ask that question because we're going to get to the book on that. But Angelica, do you want to tell the Cam Newton story? Because you don't want to know if we didn't pull the video. We'll put it in post though.
Nobody know about the Cam Newton story. I know who Cam Newton is.
I know who he is.
Okay, so his most recent baby mama, what's her name? Jasmine. I always get Jasmine and Jess because they both internet sensation comedians, women. And she just had a child. But the biggest thing before
Jasmine. Okay, but because he is. Did you say Jess also?
Yeah, because they both came up on Instagram at the same time as far as like IG comedians. Now Jess has a baby
with Cam.
No, Jasmine did.
Oh, okay.
I got her name. mixed
Okay.
up.
Oh, of course.
But before all this, she always had roles of saying like her whatever on stage comedian plays or acts will always talk about how she would never be a baby mama. I forgot we need to put that disclaimer out there. But of course now she is a baby mama. She is the 8th baby mama, I believe. And recently a psychiatrist was on the Babysitters Club, not the Babysitters Club, y'all. I said
Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club. We got you.
Hey, where is it again?
We
Where's
got
the
you.
sorority?
I used to love the Babysitters Club. Yeah, remember that show?
I heard of the Babysitters Club. You know about
Oh yeah, that's Babysitters
You know about the
Club.
Babysitters Club, Kojic?
God, did you want
nothing
you know
about
about
her
Nothing about no Babysitters
Okay,
Club.
sorry, I had to remember, but y'all know what I mean. He
Well,
gonna
The
clip,
Breakfast Club.
he gonna clip me and Tad the Breakfast Club to be petty, but yeah.
Dr. Cheyenne
Oh
Brown.
my God, I used to love
Right.
Babysitters Club. Shut up, Parkinson. He gonna give
My
me
goodness.
the Babysitters Club.
Babysitters Club? Gee, were you a babysitter or something? Huh?
But she was
Well,
just
okay.
saying how she went into this. Pretty much, we as women or sometimes men have multiple baby mamas, and they look. She's continuing trauma because they have some kind of issues. And not black women. Even her, because she's saying that, no, I'm okay with it. And how many times women say we okay with situations because it's a lie, or we say that out of fear because we think we can have those things, right? So that's the debate online. So pretty much people feel sorry for her, saying like, oh, we feel sorry for you, because he publicly came out and pretty much said like, oh, during a relationship, she ain't the only one.
And
that's a lot of people's story.
What's wrong with that though?
Oh, God,
What's wrong with him being honest?
Ain't nothing wrong with her being him honest, but I'm just saying it's the wrong for the woman to accept that he could be him.
I mean, but come on, let's
Oh, we
unpeel
gonna
the
be here all
onion.
night.
You know, I mean, because think about it. Here he is, former
Right.
professional player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Got.
He
You
got
know,
him.
let's
He
talk
got him.
about the whole man.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
we
The
all
whole man.
yeah.
Cam Newton would be considered top tier in whole math, right?
Yeah.
You know, one that so only a certain so what 80% of the women or even almost 100% would want him in that top 20% of men, right? Let's do the whole math, right? So we know that 80% of the women cannot have him, but he gets his choice of 80% of the women, or almost 100% of the women.
That's most men though, pretty much.
Well, everybody's not top tier though.
Not top tier, but I'm saying
just me, Cam Newton, and Kojak. So.
Oh hell, y'all done changed the rank. Then y'all the math all up. We in the negatives and below now. We gonna have to start from scratch now. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead,
We're
Parkinson.
talking whole math. So,
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right.
So apparently
you're
she
right.
did not do her whole math.
Yeah.
Right, because she would have known that she's not going to have him to herself because he
No.
has access
No.
to all
Maybe
of
she did do her whole
She
math.
did do her whole math.
And the whole math was, because this is what happens. Most of us end up being single moms anyway, unfortunately, right?
70%. Six. What's our? Where the stats at in the show?
No,
You
that's
gave them to me?
Tennessee. That's
No,
no.
that's
That's
nationally.
nationally.
No,
20.
no,
It's
black
70.
folks.
Yes,
Here it
70%.
is. Here it is. Here it is.
In Tennessee, 20
In
something.
2002, 39.8% of babies were born to unwed mothers. 21.9% of white mothers were unwed. 70% of black mothers were unwed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, what was you gonna
let's
say?
do the whole
Something. I want her to finish her point though,
Go
because she
ahead.
wasn't done.
Is that a lot of us, regardless of the number, still a lot of us end up being us, including me, end up being single mothers, unfortunately, and the majority of those are begging for child support, not getting child support, not having any money, and don't have the man.
But why do you think
So-
that is though? That 70% of black women are single women or unwed mothers.
It's a lot of factors.
You're your mother, so that's why I'm deferring to you first.
Yeah, sure. It's a lot of factors, and I think a lot of us end up in this situation for different reasons, because you know my story.
Yeah, I do, and we'll get to that. But,
Sure.
So, yeah.
So but number one, it's a lot of poor choices.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot of poor choices. Trauma is a factor in it too. Wanting to be loved and the poor choices on both sides when we end up in this situation. And so I'm even thinking about me working at the Memphis Grizzlies. I started working at the Memphis Grizzlies the year they came to town. You can imagine the stories or you probably can imagine the stories that I heard of women who just wanted to get pregnant.
Come on, give us one. Tell us one.
Just know there were plenty of people talking about poking holes in condoms, because it wasn't even about necessarily getting the man. It's about getting the child, because that's the money.
But see, with her, she has a career. But I think a lot of times, as women, another aspect, we think that we always the exception. We the different
That's
one.
a good point.
We always think because I want to put her business out here. But I know
Yeah, put your
somebody
business out
who
there.
no, I'm not, because it ain't
Put
my
your business out
business. it's like we don't look at black and white. We're emotional creatures. Okay. So I know somebody who can be. See, I need you back over here. I love them amens in the corner. But can we give her a mic? Amen. But
amen.
thank you.
Right.
But okay, we look at
Angelica love when we have female
thank you.
guests,
I
man.
did.
Yeah, right.
But we can look at it for baby daddies. But we always think like, but they ain't me. You know, I'm gonna be the exception. I'm gonna be the last one. I'm gonna be this and that. Instead of looking at what it is, because we're emotional, we factoring. He might got coins. He might not have coins. He might have a little. Yeah, I can fill in the blank. He might can be. I might not have no daddy. I want to have daddy issues, and he fills that void. But we're not going to change anybody or change any trajectory. Is that the word I want to say? We need to look at for what it is, and we don't. We fall
but
low
why is that? What is happening?
We women.
What is happening in that moment when you know this dude got his pullout game is trash? Apparently, he got eight kids. You know, I'm dealing with that right now. You know, not me.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
No, not me.
I
have a daughter.
I
have a daughter. Right, and two. Right, and you know, and so in that moment, you know, is it the liquor? Is it?
No, it's not that.
I think that's a very good point. Is that I'm special.
Yeah,
I'm special.
I'm better than her.
I know she was doing something wrong. She ain't me.
Yeah,
and he's gonna want me.
Yeah, he gonna want me.
So I do think that's a factor. And then I think other so many factors. The other side is maybe. He might not want me, but I can secure the bag. I can be comfortable, and I can have a child with him. Or if I have a child with him, then maybe I'm gonna be the one, because I know it's several. Maybe if I have a child with him, then he is gonna want. I know, especially with us more common women, it is if I have his child, then maybe he's gonna want me.
Or get the ring. We get married.
Or that.
You know, but what does that say about the woman? You know, in them placing their worth or their value in having a child with this person because they perceive this person's worth or value as high.
Yeah, that has to do with trauma or upbringing. Because I don't care what you got. So I mean, I'm not worried about your bag, somebody else's bag, because I want my own bag. It's upbringing or trauma or however you're thought. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
And another, I think it's a lot of self-esteem and insecurity. It's a whole lot. You know, I work with young people, especially girls. It's a lot of self-esteem issues. It's daddy issues. It's somebody to take care of me. And even if it's not you, it's your money to take care. Even if I got my own, it's more security around that. It's a lot of factors, but a lot of women, especially being a professional athlete, and I've dealt with and been around professional athletes a lot.
Not the flutter and the eye roll, right? Did y'all catch that? See, I'm a body language person. We're gonna run that in slow motion. That expression, right? Right. Because something else there was a story.
She thought about
happening in her
something.
head at that moment when she said, especially professional.
She might be thinking about the new boo, the 1.5 boo.
Well, he's an athlete. So he's a professional athlete, but I'm not attracted to him because I work for the Memphis Grizzlies and I saw all the stuff. And I had coworkers who were sleeping with the players, and I've seen a lot of that, and I had players who hit on me, and I said I never. Thank you, honey.
They still hitting on you, right?
But I was like, I don't want any part of that because I had that mindset. I'm gonna have my own. I'm gonna have my own, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna be the one. I'm gonna get pregnant by you, so I can have your money. But it's plenty of people who think like that, even women with decent self-esteem, even with women who have the opportunity to provide for themselves. That's just extra security.
But look at the men that have several baby mamas. They have issues. Some like having tied to all them women. They have control. They have different purpose. They don't want to give them. They want to have that connection. That's another thing too. Why would you have all them kids?
I'm trying to figure out, Kojak, why she was pointing at me and you. While she was saying it, some of them have different answers. She's going back and she distributing evenly.
Only a hit dog
like
bark.
A guard in
Only
it, right?
a hit dog bark.
Kojak back to me. Kojak over there.
We need to look at the women. We look at the men that's having these kids everywhere. Like,
but you know what? Let me. You made me stutter on that one because ultimately, with few exceptions, and we're gonna get into the exceptions.
We already talked about this.
Few exceptions. Women are in control over whether or not they are going to have a child with a person.
Men are too.
Now, with few exceptions.
Speaking of exceptions, we get the final say.
Tell us your story.
Oh.
You're right.
So I had.
You can hold the book up if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got pregnant at 15.
Hold it up a little bit longer.
Low self-esteem was a factor, and I talk about it. I was bullied This camera.
Yeah, yeah.
I was
Don't
bullied.
block yourself. Yeah, but okay. Right. We're gonna work this camera. Go ahead. There you go.
I was bullied when I was
Okay.
15. I had low self-esteem.
Okay.
I had buck teeth, acne, no hair. I did not feel good about myself at all.
Really?
Boy told me I was pretty, and I let him touch me. And it's a long story. I go into detail in the book. I let him touch me. He took it further. I got pregnant when I was 15, and I didn't know who he was. He was a friend of a family member, and he was gone. And so I did raise my son by myself. So I had him when I was 15. My mom was very helpful and supportive, but then I did a whole lot on my own. I moved to Memphis. That's when we met. I moved to Memphis in '97 for college.
Where are you from? I'm sorry.
Jackson, Tennessee,
Okay,
down the
sorry.
road. But I moved here in '97 for college, and I did well with my son by my side. He went to my classes with me and events with me, and I graduated out of Miss University of Memphis. I was graduated magna cum laude. I started my career with the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at Touche
yeah,
because
y'all
that's
give it up
when
for
we
that,
met.
man. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes,
That's
indeed.
when we met. But kind of fast forward, like that, I wrote this book. I didn't publish this until 2010. And it was at that point I could see past myself. In one of the earlier episodes, y'all talking about survival mode. And I had lived in survival mode for so long.
Give us one of them stories, though, about you being in survival mode.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and the reason why I asked that is because there are women today that are in survival mode.
Yeah.
And so, them hearing it from you and knowing that you got through it may help to give us a story.
When I think about survival mode, I can think about different points in my life whenever you say how old your child was, right? So think about the baby shower, the community baby shower. I think that's amazing that you do that. And you asked somebody earlier, did they have a baby shower? I thanked God, and I talk about in my book too. My friends had a baby shower for me, a surprise baby shower, little baby shower at the house, nothing big.
Yeah.
And I was grateful for the things that I got at that baby shower. But during that time, that was survival mode too. So it was survival in my mind because I did try to commit suicide during that time, and because I was so depressed, I was down. I thought it was so unfair. My life was over. I ended up moving to Memphis and going to college, which was a blessing. I got a scholarship and I came here. But guess what? It was hard. I didn't have family here. I had to find friends who helped me. There were many times I wanted to give up, but I was going to school. I was working. I had my child too. So that was hard. Started working for the Memphis Grizzlies. Woo woo. That was a blessing too. That was exciting. But guess what? I was a single mama without family here. And I was working 9 to 5, plus games, plus events, weekends, all the time. Again, survival mode. And I made a whopping $26,000 a year. So but I did it. At the same time I bought my house, right? But that meant I had to pay a mortgage. I went to grad school during that time. Well, still survival mode, but I'm pushing through. I got my MBA. It's many more, and then look, his butt became a teenager.
Oh, I remember them days. Oh yeah, I was there. I was around.
So yes, and you talk about the village, and I just like being real. And people talk about, you can't ask for help. It's hard to ask for help, but people don't want to ask for help. There are also people who do ask for help, and people don't help them.
Thank you.
It's all sides of it, right? Or people don't help you the way that you need help, or don't see
how they want to help you.
Yeah, they help you.
That's not what I asked for.
So that was a big part of my life, is helping how they wanted to help and not really helping how it was needed. And so that was a survival thing too, raising a boy who was traumatized too, right? Because he's a product of the rape. So it's a lot. So think about all of that, and money was always a factor in all of that. Money was always a factor till I started working at FedEx, really, and I was making more money. But that was also when I wrote this book, and it changed my life because people started asking me to speak. And I discovered a career in speaking,
awesome.
And I've been able to really kind of bless other people through this new journey that I've been on.
Man, y'all give it up for some of our own, man. Man, it's in real talk. Let me see the book. It's an incredible story. This is actually one of the local books I actually read all the way through.
You read it all the way through?
I read it all the way through. Am I in the frame?
Yeah.
I read it all the way through, and it's a really
good
read.
Look at you in the picture. That's you in the picture?
15.
Wow, you look like a little kid, oh my God.
Yep. And it's a really, really good book. Now, and look, and she stepped on some toes in this book now. Because I remember asking her, I said, so how has the reaction been from your family because you told so many truths in this book? You want to address that? You want to talk?
Well, yeah, we can talk about that. And I think that's also why the book has been so popular, because it was 14 years ago. Can you believe that?
Wow.
It was 14
It's
years
still
ago
hot.
that I wrote that.
Mhm.
And yeah, and people are still getting it because it's some universal truths in there that
Yeah.
kind of things that don't change, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
But I just told the truth of my story. And I love my family, my mom, my dad, you know, but also hopefully people can see opportunities to step up, you know, and there were people who judged me, lots of people who judged me and who looked down on me and who doubted me. But part of what I speak about when I do speak is thank people like that, because those are the people who motivated me. It was like I definitely became a what's the saying? Don't believe me, just watch.
Right.
Just watch. And so I did become that person because of people who doubted me. And not just through the book. It's after I wrote the book and I thought, and this is for people who want to write a book and share their story. We talk about this. That you know you have to be careful and know what you might get, because if you write a story that is your story and it doesn't make everybody look great in it, but it's your truth, then you might not have the love and support for your book that you might get. And that's kind of been my journey.
And, you know, but that truth won't change. And the other thing is too is that, you know, when you read this book, Life After Birth, you know, a memoir of survival and success as a teenage mother. When you read this book, there are so many stories that are going to be relevant to you know other people that are in the same situation. And so I encourage people to get the book. Right, and we'll make sure we put a link in the video description so you can order the book. But I encourage people to read the book because, you know, number one, it's a good read. It's very entertaining. It's an entertaining read. But number two, there are so many people that are going through the same thing that Summer Owens went through as a teenage mom. And you rarely hear people or see people writing the book about it, and which will give other people encouragement that they can actually succeed. Not just get through, but succeed in what they're doing.
They can kill it. And that's what's like, and I was a teen mom, but only for a few years. I was mostly a single mom. And so that's like single moms have been reading. I'm so blessed after I wrote it. So many people, so many men have read it and told me now I understand single moms. Because guess what? Men be trying to date single moms all the time, right? They need to understand single moms too, right?
But for people who looking for an excuse, you have you have eliminated every excuse.
So that's why my business is so
say.
what. I'm glad you said that. That's why my business is so what. And I don't know if we
all
talked
these
about
excuses
that.
and all that stuff that happened in your life. I don't hear no excuse from nobody.
And I'm glad you said it. It's a great segue, right? So I wrote the book. People started asking me to speak, and I started seeing the power in that. I was working at FedEx and advertising at the time, but all I wanted to do was get right back in front of some more people to talk.
Tell your story.
And so I said, "What? God, give me a name for this. This is a business." And he gave me "So what?" And that's what I teach people to say. So what to every excuse you might have. So now what? How do you find a solution? And that's been my journey for the last 14 years is through coaching, consulting now, and speaking.
But isn't it crazy if you can look back and you were going through those things and you're like, what is the point, God? Like, what are you trying to get out of this thing? And you had to do that, because I tell people you have a ministry, and sometimes you don't have the credibility, because they're gonna be like, what do you know? You don't know. But no, I had to make you a rape victim. I had to make you a single mom. I had to make your family or whatever, all those things, because that's gonna bring credibility that God has to do for some other people. So it's like, okay, Lord, as long as you get the glory, I'm gonna do the pain. I'll go through the pain just to help somebody. So I commend you, not to use the opposite way.
No, I appreciate it, and I'm grateful, because now I can
see
hear so many other people's stories, and I can look and listen and listen and listen, and they will look at me and have no idea that I really, really get it. But then I can tell them some stuff and be like, all right, now I'm gonna tell you this plan. We can get through this.
Because you don't look nothing. You don't look like nothing you've been through, baby. I think you just out here picking cherries and skipping around and whistling. That's what you look like. You don't look like none of that.
One thing we can guarantee at the Antonio Parkinson Project, Kojak is going to do a shameless plug, and Angelica is going to preach a sermon.
And he is. He's going to get the glory all the time.
But y'all give it up for Summer Owens. Come on.
Hey, we didn't talk about I've spoken at the baby shower and the books are at the baby shower. So
I'm gonna get a book tonight.
Look, every single person that attends Fresh Start Community Baby Shower will get a book, a copy of the book, Life After Birth, a memoir of survival and success as a teenage mother. But also, the link will be on our video description on YouTube. So make sure that you click on the link and purchase the book. And if you want it for your class, you want it for your groups, your organizations, and nonprofits, we do bulk orders too. All right, so make sure you get that. Summer Owens in the building, y'all. Give it up for her one more time.
Awesome,
Yeah. Thank you, Summer, for being here. We love you and appreciate you. If you want to tell everybody how they can get the book real quick.
Yes, my website is my name, summerowens.com, and I'm on every social media platform. So you'll see all that on the website too.
Yeah, y'all jump on in our DMs because I know y'all are. And you know,
Oh,
but buy the book
her
when you jump in
boyfriend
there.
gonna get y'all. They've been together for a year and a half.
Summer, we're gonna make it right. So Summer, when they jump in your DMs, hit them with the link.
Yeah.
To buy the book.
Buy a book first.
Buy the book. Convert it to a customer.
I know how to handle it.
Right,
Buy a book first.
Right, there you go. So listen, am I leaving something to share? Okay. Give us the plug. Give us the plug. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, come on. Maxine Shaw, attorney at law.
Yeah, back in the
plug that
building,
book.
back in the building.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, it's Nomad Girl. It's available on Google Playlist,
Okay.
Lulu Bookstore, Amazon.
All right. And we are going to put the link in the description also.
Yeah.
So we're selling 2 books. So look, and make sure you bring us copies also so we
bring
can read. You got a book too, Nichelle? Is that what you said? Okay.
Right here.
Okay.
It's available on Amazon.
What is available?
Nomad Girl. It's available.
Do it again.
on
Do it as a plug.
Nomad Girl is available on Amazon, Lulu Bookstore, Google Play Store, and it is on jppublishing.com. So it is about my story. So it'll take you on a journey. It's a bit of poetry, journal entries from over the years when, as a teenager, when I was growing up. So it's a little bit of a memoir and not really a self-help book, but just a step into my journey. It's called Nomad Girl.
All right. So look, y'all stay in place real quick. Let me close the show out, then we're gonna do some drops. All right. All right. So
all over your
y'all
shoulder.
hovering, right? So hey, thank y'all for joining us. Make sure you stay locked in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next week. You've been watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah. All right. Don't close us out, Nichelle. Okay, Summer, stay there. Summer, look into this camera.
Okay, I need a
and
picture
I want you to
first,
say,
I got to
and Joe.
My baby, are y'all crazy? It's 8
Summer,
o'clock. It's
Summer.
Wednesday. I got a baby. This is the mother show.
Look at this. Summer, I'm Summer Owens. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson.
Hey, I'm Summer Owens, and you are watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. Hey, I'm Antonio Parkinson. I'm Summer Owens, and you're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. I'm Summer Owens, and you are watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
I'll be 1 second, Angel. Wait.
I'm Naja Kier, and you're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. I'm Naja Kier, and you're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. Hey, I'm Naja Kier, and you're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Like AKA.
Give me, I need your personality. Come on, let's go.
Hey y'all, I'm Naja Kier, aka Maxine Shaw, attorney at law, and you're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Kojak ain't even over.
Let me get Summer first.
I don't get me, but Kojak ain't even over.
Kojak in the bathroom.
Go Kojak at.
Kojak. She was saying she was in the step ahead commercial.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Step ahead commercials like 2010.
We waiting on Kojak. There we go. Kojak in there taking the shit. Come on, Kojak.
Probably.
You gotta wash your hands.
Turn that fan on.
Come right here, reach and touch
bathroom.
my
I
arm.
drunk 2 water bottles.
It's like to be girl, you don't look but 12 years old. Take it.
Can you get one with mine? Because Angelica never sent a picture.
You don't lie, y'all. Yeah, why you still lying on me? I put him in the all the time. You
Yeah.
need one with Android.
This is an Android right here.
Oh, Lord. Not the Android.
It's
Android.
You know, went too far. Parkinson wants to lie. He gonna do us all his pictures.
Man.